Now we're back to learning Photoshop in the year day 346. Let me go over the concept of smart objects in a simple example. I use the type tool, create text, press Ctrl T and size it up. And if we wanted, for example, to add a filter, let's say the ripple distort, you can see we can convert it to smart object, rasterize it or cancel. And if we convert it or rasterize it, we will not be able to edit it anymore as a text object. So if you use the type tool, you can edit text objects, but not the smart objects and rasterize type. Let me copy this, press Ctrl J, and now right click on it. You can see we can convert it to smart object here as well. And the bottom one, I rasterize it. Let me rename that. So top one was the smart, bottom one here was the rasterize. Now we're going to raster first, and now I go to filter, distort, and use the ripple again, and I can apply it. Let me add another filter on top, maybe like a mosaic pixel effect. Now if I activate the type tool T and I left click on it, because I want to edit it, that doesn't work anymore. So we don't have a type anymore. If you double click on it, it's going to open the blending modes, so no chance to adjust it. Let us do it with the smart object, filter, distort, and then ripple. And I also add the mosaic under pixelate. Don't worry about the values here, it's just an example. And even if I press Ctrl T, we get back our text, and I transform it a little bit, holding Ctrl. So that's a perspective transform. I confirm. You can see the filters are applied. Maybe that was a little bit too big. I use Ctrl T again. You can see filter is applied, perspective also. And if I want to edit it, I simply double click here. As it's a smart object, it opens in a new tab right here. Let me use the type tool. I'll rename that. And now if I press Ctrl S to save, you can see we've got the text with the filters edited. And you can also do that with the size, the color, and all of the other properties that text or type has usually in Photoshop. But be aware, this box that's defined, this is kind of like a limit. So if your new text now exceeds the original text, it's going to get cut off. Let me show that on a cleaner example. So again, I use the distort, ripple, I convert to smart object. I apply it, then I press Ctrl T, hold Ctrl to have this perspective transform. Maybe something like this, but I'm going to leave out the pixelate option. I double click on this text icon in the layers menu. I rename it to new and I recolor it to black. So this is even smaller than the original text, which was TEXT, therefore 4 letters, no problem. But if I make that bigger, let's say more text, I have to size it down first so that it doesn't exceed this original canvas, so the checkerboard element here. And if I press Ctrl S now, we have the entire text in our smart object here with the ripple filter added. Usually it's always a good idea to use smart objects and only use rasterize when it's the only available option. So in simple terms, smart objects, they preserve the original and let you edit that in the background a little bit. And all of the filters and stuff like that will then be applied to whatever you've changed. I hope this video was helpful. Thank you for watching and I'll see you next time.